Come on and jump up in the air. Everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump. Now start the wave, start the wave, start the wave. Now start the wave, start the wave, start the wave up now because it's carnival. Everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump. Now start the wave, start the wave, start the wave. Now start the wave, start the wave, start the wave up now because it's carnival. Seasons come and seasons go, but carnival will last. What we doing? Everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump. Now start the wave, start the wave, start the wave. Now start the wave, start the wave, start the wave up now because it's carnival. Everybody take a jump, take a jump, take a jump. Now start the wave, start the wave, start the wave. Now start the wave, start the wave, start the wave up now because it's carnival. It's carnival. Push it, and everybody take that, take that, take that. And let's see you push it, and everybody take that, take that, take that. Let me see you now, like that, like that, like that. And then let's see you take out, take out, take that. And then let's see you take that, take that, take that. And when you're ready, push it, push it, push it. Yeah.
T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, and A stands for bringing awareness, and that's exactly what we are doing. Somebody put me in B flat because I feel like I'm about to go there. Oh, I feel my hip coming up.
All right, y'all. What's going on? Good afternoon, wherever you are at. Good afternoon, you guys. So, let me go ahead and take this off of my screen so I can see y'all beautiful faces. Good morning, good afternoon, y'all. So, I'm coming on to the live. I haven't talked to y'all in a minute. So, whoever is in the room, you guys just gonna get all the information. They can come and view it later. I will not be before you guys long. I just wanted to kind of get a little what is it? I want to go ahead and get a little bit of momentum going on. So if you guys have not seen, it's Showtime will be returning back on the seas in 2025. We already have 3 amazing teams that are registered to come on and take this journey with us. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be amazing. Those that actually came to the last one, which is about 4 teams that came to the last one, RBW Dazzling Divas, Rain KC, who happens to be the grand champions of the last cruise competition, Dynamic Angels, and Ebony Illusion. Those 4 teams came. From what I've been told, Rain KC is returning back to the cruise. So this is going to be one exciting thing to see. We have 2 teams from North Carolina. We have Pink Ice Dance Company, and then we also have make sure I have their name right because I don't want to mess no name up. We have the did I not just mess it up? Dazzling Sugar Divas. I always forget their name. DSD, Dazzling Sugar Divas, and we also have the Red Hot Steppers from Fort Worth, Texas. You guys, we are only accepting a total of 8 teams. 8 teams is the cap because I want to be able to make sure that we are able to get in there and get gone and be able to still enjoy our vacation. This competition is very, very unique because the competition is hosted live on the cruise ship. So if I had to tell you guys anything to get you guys prepared and get you guys ready, these things are early. We are not going to wait to the last minute to get registrations in. I'm going to go through all of the information today so no one has any questions concerning registrations, how registrations will work. You guys will also receive a itinerary. So those teams that register, you guys will receive a full itinerary of not only where we're going on the Carnival, on the cruise ship, to be able to give you guys a breakdown of what day is what, but you guys will also receive an itinerary for the show as if we're on actual land. So you guys are got to make sure that you pay attention to your emails, pay attention to the messages that is being sent. Also, the teams that are showing interest. You guys, we have already reached our cap for 25, which means that's a good thing. That means we did not have to cancel anything out. If you guys are still wanting to go on the cruise competition, you can still go. You can pay the $25 still. So if you call Carnival Cruise Lines today, this is the number. Let me make sure I have this. This is the number right here, 866-721-3225. You guys are going to have to give them the group booking number and the group name. The group name is Showtime. The group booking number is J5KH70. Again, you guys, we do have cabins still available. If you guys, and let me just tell you how this works. The $25 initial deposit that was due on May 20th, that was for us to cover the cabins that I already had under our booking. We have already booked out pretty much all of our cabins. So at this point now, what we're doing is just adding on cabins as more teams come to register. So if you know that your team is interested in going on the cruise competition next July, now is the time to go ahead and pay you guys the deposit. You can pay the initial deposit still of $25. However, the remaining $125 is due March. You will not receive your actual cabin until the full $150 deposit per person is paid. Now, the prices are per person, not per cabin. So if you guys see a cabin that you want, let's just say you guys are wanting the balcony cabin, which has a balcony. This is for 2 people. These prices are set for 2 people, 2-person cabins. If you guys are wanting to add more people to the cabin, you will go into, when you speak to them, you'll tell them that you want 4, you may want 5 people to a cabin. The more people that you have in the cabin, the less cost it will be per person. So for instance, if you guys want it, we have executive suites. So you say, okay, Jasmine, we don't want the standard cabins, we want executive cabins. I do have those prices available, which are different from these prices right here. Reese, to answer your question, if you wanted to come and just watch, you can come and watch. You have the information. Only thing you would have to do is call that number, book your cabin. Remember, you guys, when you're booking your cabins are for 2 people, not 1-person cabins. The minimum that you need that is required to be in the cabin is 2 people. Now, if you go on and you just want a cabin by yourself, that's fine, but you would have to still be paying as if you had 2 people in the cabin instead of just yourself. So keep that in mind. If you want a cabin by yourself, you can book a cabin by yourself, but you would be paying the cabin as if it was 2 people in the cabin. So I would best to say you guys want to try to get someone to go with you guys. This is open for the public. This is open for the people that are just wanting to come and support the teams, that are wanting to come and support it. Showtime. You guys can take advantage of these prices. Let me go ahead and give you guys the prices, and you guys might need to get a pen and piece of paper so you guys can write this down. If I have any of the coaches on that actually is registered for the show, tag your parents in a live video. Parents, if you guys are a part of a team that you know that for a fact is going, tag your coaches and tag other parents, because we want everybody to be able to get the information all at once. Again, you guys can come back and view the live at a later time. However, I want to make sure that I give it to you guys direct. So Grand Suites. Let me give you guys the perks of having a suite. You get priority boarding. So if you guys have ever been on a cruise and you have to wait in line till everybody else goes, you guys will be the first to board the ship. So you get priority boarding, you get priority early check-in. So you can check in early to the ship before anybody else, before general boardies. You can check in before anybody else. So you are literally the first person to get on the ship. This is for the executive suites perks only. Okay. If you're just going to do the regular pricing, you'll just go on with the general public. But this is more of like a VIP. So any of those that are wanting to go ahead and get on the ship, get settled in, get some food, get some drinks, you guys are going to get first priority on the ship if you book the suites. You're the first people to debark off the ship, so you get priority debark, which basically means you are the first to get off of the boat as well. Luggage priority. If you guys have ever been on a cruise, you know it takes forever for them to bring your luggage to your cabin. You guys will be the first to receive your luggage in your cabin. So your luggage will be the first to be loaded on the ship, and it'll be the first to actually be at your cabin door when you get checked in. You also get laundry, free washing. So if you have laundry that you're wanting to wash, instead of taking dirty clothes back with you on the plane, back to your destination when you get off the ship, the priority suites, the suites priority perk is they'll give you a laundry bag. You put all of your clothes in the laundry bag. They come and pick up your laundry bag, wash, dry your laundry, and fold your laundry, and bring it back to your cabin. This is all for the executive grand suites. You also get complimentary executive shampoo and body wash. So they provide you with really, really nice smelling body wash. I heard the body wash is really nice and the shampoo is really nice. So you also get complimentary shampoo and body wash. You also get 2 complimentary bottles of water. Now, if you guys have never been on a cruise ship, y'all know that they do not allow plastic on the ship. Everything has to be in a can. I want to also touch bases on this to say, hey, Terrell, baby, make sure you tag your parents in this live, Terrell, because I know you guys are one of the teams that are coming on the cruise. If you guys want something other than juice, because on the ship, they only have juices that you guys can get any time of day, I would not strongly recommend drinking their water on the ship. They do have bottled water, but they charge up the ass for the bottled water. So what I would recommend everybody do is get cases of canned water. Dasani sells the bottled water. Dasani sells bottled water. Canned water. They sell cases of canned water. So if you guys know that you're wanting water on the ship and you know you're not supposed to bring the bottled water, then I would definitely highly recommend you guys getting cases of water, cases of canned water. No plastic water bottles is available is allowed. They will tell you guys to discard of it. So again, you also get 2 complimentary bottled waters, and the bottled waters are pretty tall. They're like the big waters. So you also get that. As far as in pricing, I'm going over this so everybody understands this and knows what to expect. I will reiterate this as well. However, this is information for those that are wanting to go and that is going. If you're not going on a cruise, this doesn't pertain to you. This is only pertaining to the people that either have already registered or people that are looking at registering their team. The 2-passenger suite is a total of $4,338. So if you were to divide that, divided by 2 people, you would be looking at $2,169 per person for the 2-passenger executive. These are the executive prices. This has nothing to do with the prices on the flyer. The prices on the flyer are for 2 people occupancies only. So the prices that you guys see on the flyer are for 2-person occupancies. Okay. For the 3-passenger, if you guys are having 3-passenger in the executive suite only, the 3 passengers are $4,897 total, which if you divide that $4,897 divided by 3 people, you're looking at $1,632.34 per person. That's for the 3-passenger cabins, executive cabins, the executive grand suite cabins. 3-passenger is $4,897 total, which is equivalent to $1,632.34 per person. The 4-passenger cabin, executive cabins for the suites is $5,456 total. That is equivalent to $1,364 per person. So as you guys can see, the more people you have to your cabin, the cheaper it is per person. And then you have the 5-passenger cabin, which is a total of $6,385, which is divided by 5 people to the cabin, is $1,277 per person. So those are the prices for the executive suites. Y'all, we're going on a cruise regardless. So if we have nothing but 2 teams registered for this competition, that's just what we're going to do. We're going to grow with it. We're not canceling anything. We're going with who we have. Okay. We're going to get on, have a good time, and go on about our business. Hey, Teresa, baby. That is for the executive grand suite cabins. So I do know that there's a team from Texas that did call me last night. I'm just reiterating to her what I'm reiterating to you guys. I already told her. She's saying that they want nothing but 5 cabins because they have a pretty big team. So they're going to be doing that. So we most definitely may even have 8 teams. Right now we have 3 teams. Actually, we have 4 teams because another team has registered. So we actually have 4 teams. So right now we're only accepting 4 more teams for the competition. Registrations. So those prices that I gave you guys are prices for Carnival Cruise Lines. It has nothing to do with competing at its Showtime. Those are you guys' rate. Someone asked a question, well, what if we're a travel agent, or what if we wanted to go through a travel agent? You cannot go through a travel agent of your choosing. You cannot go through a travel agent of your choosing. In order to compete, everybody is required to book under the It's Showtime group booking number. And I can tell you guys now, just like we do at the hotels, hey, Jason, baby, just like we do at the hotels, they send me an itinerary of everybody that's booked. So I have you guys' first name, I have your last name, I have your address, so I know exactly what team you're representing, and I also have your last 4 digits of your card information. So they provide the information to me because I am the producer of the show, and they want to make sure that I'm actually able to keep a tab on who all is paying what. I'm even goods down to what you guys pay. So I have a list of people that have just paid their 25 initial deposit, and then I can see the people that actually birthed their full cabin with the full 150 deposit. Anytime someone pays anything, it sends me an email. I have an email. So if you say, Jasmine, I want to see if this parent said they paid, but I want to see if they paid. I can easily go into the email and look up their last name and see if they actually are in the system. And I will let them know, hey, they did pay. Another team did the same thing. Rain Casey wanted to see if someone else paid. I was able to find one of their parents, telling, yeah, I've received payment for this parent, but I have not received payment for this other parent. So you might need to check with that parent. So it definitely gives me a full breakdown of everybody that is booking under the booking number, under the booking group name. Okay, so it's no way around that. No way around it. You guys have to express to your parents, in order for you guys to compete, in order for you guys to go on this cruise, you guys have to book under the booking that is provided to you guys. These rates are for everybody. So someone else asked, well, Jasmine, what if we have parents that are just wanting to come, like grandparents, uncles, aunts, they just want to come and support? Are they able to still take advantage of the prices that is for the teams? The answer is yes, absolutely. You guys can provide the same information that I've provided to you to give to your parents. You can provide that to their people can provide it to their people can provide it to their people, and so forth and so forth. So this is open to anyone that is wanting to come and support not only your child that's dancing, but also coming to support It's Showtime, and also for a vacation. Make a vacation out of this. This is something that you guys can look forward to next summer. Next summer will be here. As you guys know it, time has been flying this year. Next year will be here sooner than we know it. So we want to make sure that we get the information out to you guys. We want to make sure that you guys are fully understanding of what to expect next summer. Okay. This is a 5-day, 4-night cruise. So we are leaving on Monday out of the Port of Miami. We're leaving out of Miami, Florida, at the Port of Miami on July the 7th. That is a Monday. We will return back to Miami on Saturday, July 12th, which also happens to be Lady Jazz's birthday. I will be celebrating my 38th birthday. So we will also we will be staying in Miami a couple more days to celebrate my birthday, do some unwinding, all that good stuff. So if you guys want to take part in that and you want to be a part of that, you guys can definitely hit up the coordinators, which we will have the coordinator information provided to you guys who is over the birthday festivities for Lady Jazz. But other than that, that's pretty much that information. Someone, I'm trying to make sure that I touch on everything. Someone also asked, what do they ask? Passports. So someone's asking, well, since we're going to Jamaica, do we need passports? You do not need passports to go on the cruise, even if we're going to Jamaica, because we are taking a U.S. ship. We're not flying to Jamaica. We're taking a U.S. ship. You do not need a passport. Your child does not need a passport to come on the cruise. You guys, only thing you need is the valid documentation. So you guys need your ID. The children, if they don't have an ID, we just need their birth certificates. Those are the acceptable forms of ID. If you do have a passport, the passport does trump your physical ID. So if you just wanted to bring your passport, you are able to bring your passport as long as it is current. You are able to bring your passport and just show the passport as a form of identification. However, I still would strongly recommend you guys still bring your ID as a backup. Do not just depend on your passport. Bring your ID still. But the kids that don't have IDs, you have to make sure that they have a birth certificate. They need a birth certificate. Now, someone may ask, well, is it a copy of the birth certificate or the original copy? If you have the original copy, I always recommend you guys bring in the original copy just to save face. But if you have a copy of the birth certificate, that will do as well. But if you have the original copy of the birth certificate for your child, bring the original copy, okay? I'm trying to think. Do you guys have any other questions that you guys think that y'all might need to ask? Let me check the comment. Okay, so I already answered that question, so we're already good with that question. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Again, if I had to tell you guys the occupancy is these prices right here are the 2-person cabins. So these prices right here, the $777 per person plus taxes. The taxes are about $146. So it's $777 for an interior cabin. For a ocean view cabin is $909 for an ocean view cabin per person. And then for the balcony, these are 2-person occupancy cabins prices. $1177 is per person for the balcony. Okay, so those are the prices for the 2-person occupancy. And then again, I've already given you guys the prices for the suites. If you guys want the regular rooms, you don't want the suites, you just want the regular rooms up to 5 people. When you call Carnival Cruise Line and pay your $150 deposit, because let me go ahead and make sure I make this I want to make sure I make this clear. Your $25 per person initial deposit locks in your person. So it's telling the cruise, okay, we have a potential person that's coming. It does not lock in your cabin. You don't get assigned to your cabin until you pay the $150 per person deposit. So if you have 5 people to a cabin, all 5 people are required to pay $150 each in order to get assigned your 5-person cabin. So let's just say you were to get a executive or whatever, you get a 5-person. 150 times 5 people to a cabin, that's a total of $750. That's a total of $750 that you guys will need to have for a 5-person cabin to get your cabin already assigned to you. Okay. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so that's that. Registrations for a Showtime. This is completely separate from the cruise prices. So the deposits and all the initial deposits, they do not come to Lady Jazz. Y'all need to call the number on the flyer to Carnival Cruise Line, give them the booking group number and give them the booking group name. Y'all take care of all the deposits to them. I take no deposits for Carnival. I have nothing to do with whatever y'all pay for the cabins. That does not go through me. That goes strictly through Carnival. As far as the registration for the competition, that does go through me. That comes to Lady Jazz. So there is 3 options. Early registration is $40 per dancer. This is to be paid by July 1st of this year. The $40 early registration is, okay, Jazz, our parents had already paid our deposits. We already ready to set go. We're going to add more girls. But Jazz, what if we pay $40 now and we have another registration in the fall, or we have another registration in the spring and girls want to come? That locks in your rate. So if you pay now for 5 girls for your teams at $40 for the early registration, that locks in the rate indefinitely into the cruise. You will not have to pay the standard registration. If you come and join the competition or join and you want to register after July 1st, say for instance, you hit me up on July 2nd and said, Lady Jazz, the Princeresses want to compete at the cruise competition next year. Can we register? July 2nd, they will go into the standard registration category, which will be $50 per dancer. That will lock in their rate. So if they pay on July 2nd for 5 dancers at $50, that locks in their rate until the deadline of the registration, which is next March. Late registration is $60 per dancer, which is due by June the 1st, 2025. So if we already have passed March 31st of next year, April 1st, if I have a team that says that they want to come and compete for the competition on the cruise, that would kick in for the late registration of $60 per dancer. Okay. Divisions. We have 3 divisions. We have a step team division, which is male, female, and co-ed step team division. We have a drill team division, which is the drill team and the drumline face-off. Those are their 2 categories. So step division has male, female, and co-ed division. Drill team has drill division and drumline face-off. The majorette division has, and there's a category that's missing. It's a parade category, a field show category, and a trio category. There are 3 categories. Again, there's 3 divisions. There's a step team division, male, female, and co-ed for the cruise competition. Then we also have the drill team division, which is the drill category and the drumline face-off. Then we have the majorette division, which will be parade. It'll be creative field show, not just regular field show. It'll be creative field show, parade, creative field show, trio, and HBCU 8s and 16s. Okay, so it's 3 main categories and HBCU 8s and 16s. Okay, I have not decided if I'm going to add a mini junior regular stance. I have not decided yet. I want to kind of see where we're gauging. I want to be able to make sure that we're able to get in and get out at a appropriate time. Also, too, the competition will be held on a day that we're at sea. We will not have the competition on a port day, which means if we're porting into Jamaica or we're porting into Grand Cayman, the competition will not be on that day. The competition will be at a day that we're at sea. So that way that gives the kids enough time to get prepared for the competition. That gives the kids enough time to be able to enjoy the rest of their vacation and their cruise. So again, you guys, the competition will fall on a at sea day, not a port day. Okay. Last time we went, I think we did the competition a day before we got back to port. We got back to Miami. So y'all don't have to worry about missing any type of the excursions or anything like that. As far as an excursions, there are a lot of excursions you guys can do. Y'all can do zip line in Jamaica. Y'all could do ATV. Y'all can ride the horses. I strongly recommend everybody do not pay the carnival excursion prices. Do not pay the carnival excursion prices. They have hyped up the prices too much. If you guys do decide to go on any type of excursion, I strongly recommend you guys paying them directly. They have ways that they can get the people on the island. They have ways to give you guys deals because you're paying them directly through cash. Okay. So I strongly recommend you guys, if y'all are interested in taking any excursions with your team, with your kids, with your coaches, whatever the case may be, you guys, I would strongly recommend you guys to go and wait until you get off the ship and meet the person that actually is over the excursion, so they'll be able to go ahead and give you guys a better rate. Zip line. I think you can even swim with the dolphins in Jamaica, I think. So it's the dolphins, it's the zip line, it's the ATV racing. It also has the I forgot what it's called, but it's basically when you go on, the men paint the girls with mud. They ride on the little bamboo canoe and go through the river, stuff like that. So the registration, I just went through that. So the registration fees, Tamika, I'm glad you asked. The registration fees that you guys see here is for everybody. So early registration for everybody, whether that be step team, drill team, drumline. Drill team and drumline have two separate, they have to pay registrations individually. So if they're competing in the drill team division, that's one registration. If the drumline is competing in the drumline division, that is another registration. Every first place will receive a cash prize that's listed on here. Cash prize is for every first place. Why, Jasmine, you do that is because you guys are paying per dancer. So we can go ahead and provide that. So early registration is $40 per dancer. That is the early registration, and that is due by July 1st of this year. So if you want to take advantage of the early registration, it is $40 per dancer. It's $40 per dancer, and that is due by July 1st of this year. If you decide to register after July 1st, that is fine. But the registration then goes to the standard $50 per dancer registration. That will be due, and the deadline is March the 31st of 2025. If you decide to come on the cruise on April the 1st, 2025, you will fall into the late registration bracket, which your late registration fee will be $60 per dancer, and that will be due by June the 1st, 2025. So you guys have several options. Again, if someone wants to pay for 5 of their step team members now and say, we're definitely taking our step team on this competition cruise and we're going to take advantage of the $40, that locks in your rate. So if you want to go ahead and pay for 5 of your step team members now and say, we're coming on a cruise, lock us in, that locks in your rate indefinitely until the final registration deadline. Okay, the final registration deadline for everybody is June the 1st. So if you're adding more people on, June the 1st is the final deadline for any registrations. Okay, that is the final deadline for any registrations. If you pay $40 now for the early registration and you want to add more people as you guys go throughout the year, you can do that. Okay, you can do that. So Tamika, I hope that answered your question. Let me see. I'm trying to think if there's any other information that we need to touch on. Let me see. We went through that. Okay. We went through that. Okay. As far as in your deposits, so the initial deposit did end on the 20th. We already fulfilled that. So you guys can still pay the initial deposit. The remaining $125, or if you did not pay the $25 initial deposit, your deposit will be $150. That deposit is due by March 9th, 2025. Okay, so you guys have until March 9th. Now, I've also told the coaches, if you know that your parents are coming, or if the parents know they're coming and they know the team is competing and they already know what cabin they want to get, I would strongly recommend them getting go ahead and paying the full deposit if they already know what cabin they want to get. Because the cabin that you say, for instance, you're like, oh, I want a balcony. Well, a balcony is not guaranteed to be available by March 9th, because other people other than our group is booking as well to go on the same cruise. So if you guys already know and the parents already know what cabin that they want to get, I strongly recommend them going ahead and paying that full $150 deposit to lock in their cabin, because that already locks in their rate, so their rate will not change. Also, keep in mind, as the day progresses and as we're going through the year, the prices do fluctuate depending on the time of year. So the prices may go up a little bit or they may decrease a little bit. So it just depends on at that opportune time that you guys do decide to pay your registration. That's what rate you're going to be locked into. The final booking, so this means your final cost of your booking is due by April the 23rd. April 23rd is the final payment is due. That is for everybody in the cabin. I know a lot of coaches did also say that they're going to press it for their parents to pay for their remaining cabin prices for Christmas. They also said they're going to tell them to go ahead and pay it by tax season. Those are 2 amazing times to go ahead and get this stuff knocked out, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. This competition is going off whether you guys go or whether you don't. We're going. People have already paid their deposits and cabins have already been birthed. So again, if you guys are already knowing you want to come on the cruise, this is for a Showtime Live on the Seas Nationals. This is step, drill, and dance. All three divisions are going to be represented. It's just now up to you guys what you guys are going to do. And again, this is the other information as well that you guys needed. So again, please, you guys, make sure y'all take advantage of everything that I've told you guys. It is going to be an experience. It's going to be one that you will not forget. If this goes off with a hitch, then guess what? Nationals will be back on cruise ships every year. I don't mind taking a cruise every year. I don't mind taking the teams on a cruise every year. I don't mind us going and taking that experience because that's what we provide, an experience. You guys, from talking to the teams, it has given me a little bit more fire to continue to do what I love to do, and that's to throw on amazing events. So again, my main focus, I still will be throwing on small shows here and there up until the cruise competition. However, I'm going to be shifting a little bit of different things around and just doing it that way. However, the cruise competition is not one to miss. I'm telling you guys, if y'all talk to Rain KC, they're returning. They don't mind coming. Dynamic Angels coach has already reached out to me, says she's presenting it to their board, and they're going to go in and see because they normally take off this summer, but they're going to see if they can make it happen. So Dynamic Angels of Richmond, Virginia, very well may return back for their second time. I haven't heard from Ebony Illusion, and I know ABD, I know Auburndale Bedazzling Divas dance team is no longer active. Actually, 2019 was the last time that they were active. My show was the last one. So again, big up to the teams that are registering. Rain KC is coming. Pink Ice Dance Team is coming. Red Hot Steppers is coming. And so is the Dazzling Sugar Divas from North Carolina will be in attendance. So that's already 4 teams right there that's coming on the cruise. We have 4 more spots available. I will not accept any more other than 8. I want us to get in and get off the ship. It's so many amazing things that I can tell you guys. If y'all never been on a cruise ship, it's amazing. All the food is free. So the prices include everything. It includes everything on the ship. It includes the clubs. Y'all getting the clubs for free for the adults. They have teen clubs for the teens. They have a kids spot for the children. They have casinos. So if you're a gambler and you want to gamble, they have casinos on the ship. They have comedy shows. They have karaoke. They have game days. They have a abundance of a lot of things that you guys can partake in. Of course, they have movie night on the deck where the pool is, so you can be swimming in a pool, watching a movie. You are eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even late night. So they have food that they're have food that they're cooking round the clock. They have an Asian bistro. If you got a taste for some Chinese food, they have a pizza bar. They have a regular food bar. They have all day, all night food, all day, all night drinks. They got liquor. They got liquor stores where you guys can buy your liquor bottles that you guys want to take, because the liquor is actually cheaper or is a better price on the ship. So if you are a drinker, you want to get a couple bottles of liquor, you guys can do that. What else do they have? I think that's pretty much covers it. That pretty much covers it. So it's just gonna be yes, I'm printing the flyer and we'll discuss with my board and advisor committee. If they have any questions on constitution. Okay, perfect, Tamika. Yeah, please contact me for further information. I've also, Tamika had took the liberty of tagging a lot of the step teams in a post. I tagged their names. So like I said, even if we get 2 or 3 step teams, that's perfect. I don't want a whole bunch of step teams. I don't want a whole bunch of drill teams. Even if we get 2 or 3 drill teams, that's fine. Again, you guys, we're setting it off regardless. We're setting it off regardless. It's going to be amazing. I would love to have 3 to 6 step teams come and join us. But if we only get 3, I'm perfectly fine with that. I would love to have 3 to 6 drill teams to join us. But if we only get 3 drill teams, I am okay with that. We're going on it regardless. Regardless of who comes and who don't, we're cruising in 2025. We are docking out of Miami or whatnot. So again, you guys, also too, as far as the registration packets are available upon registration receipt. So once we receive your registration, I'm only doing registration, you guys, through Zelle. Okay. So it's bank to bank. Y'all don't have to pay a fee, and neither do I have to take a fee. So I'm only accepting registration fees via Zelle. I will provide you the Zelle information upon needing it to send payment, but I'm only accepting Zelle payments only for registration. That's bank to bank. That goes directly to It's Showtime's business account. Okay. Once again, if you guys know that you're coming, you guys know you guys wanting to go, please make sure that you guys are paying attention to the deadlines of the registration. Early registration deadline is just $40 per dancer. That ends July the 1st. After July 1st, $50 standard registration per dancer. That ends March 31st. And then after March 31st, the $60 late registration fee will go into effect. We're not budging on that. That's it, what it is. I'm telling you guys well in advance. It is Wednesday, May 22nd. You guys have a full month and a couple weeks to get those registrations by July 1st. So there should be no excuses. There should be no exceptions. You guys have to also take in consideration to make sure that you're holding your parents accountable. Okay. Also, speaking of accountability, let me go ahead and put this out there too. So we all just crossing all the whole course. Every cabin is required to have someone listed 18 or older. Now, whether that person, I'm not going to say that. Everyone is required to have someone 18 years or older in the cabin with them. It is required by Carnival to have someone the age of 18 or older in the cabin with anyone that's under the age of 18. Any 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, and below. Anybody under the age of 18 has to have someone 18 or older in the cabin listed with them. Okay. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover. And just kind of get you guys a little heads up of what to expect. I know you guys probably see the videos, but I also want to definitely showcase. Let me see. I definitely want to showcase some. Where is it at? Where is it at? I don't know if I can add it. Let me see. Okay, so I can't add it. So this is what I have to do. Presents, video file, desktop. Let me see if I can do it like this. So in case you guys did not check it out, this is Rain KC. Okay, so maybe it's not letting me do it. Okay, so it's not letting me do it. So I'm going to have to present another way. I'm going to have to share the screen. Because for some reason, it's not allowing me to do it. Okay, so just kind of showing you guys. Let me make sure that's not doing that. I'm trying to show y'all, but I don't know why. Let me see. Okay. All right, let me see if I can do this. Now this is live on the ship, y'all. So this is just video footage I took with my phone, live on the ship. But I had to get me some couple clips. So let me pause this. So I don't know how this is going to be for the last time, but if y'all look at the window, all those people on the side of that window, they didn't want to pay to get in because they thought it was a free event. So they're all looking outside, standing outside of the window, out of the auditorium area that we were in. This is actually a comedy club, and we do live bands and stuff like that, live music or not. But all those people didn't want to pay to come in, so they're all outside, standing outside of the door in the window, looking at the composition. So that it was funny to me. But some people actually did pay to come in and watch the show because they just wanted to be comfortable. They wanted to enjoy the show. So to let y'all know, if y'all see all them people, that's why they're outside, because they didn't pay to get in.
On the street from the AM to the PM. I will get one big up, one beef. I'm a frail when I say, 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 frail when I say. I will get one big up, one beef. I'm a frail when I say, 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 frail when I say. I still won't work from the A to the B. I still won't work from the A to the B. I still won't work from the A to the B. I still won't work.
So that was their parade. Let me see. And then this is their creative. Well, actually, let me do Dynamic Angels' parade because I have their parade too. So this Dynamic Angels parade. Dynamic Angels had the second highest score, so they did really, really good.
We're dynamic. We come to slay. We have fun, but don't come to play. If you're ready for a show, put on your seatbelt, because here we go.
Getting on, whining in that range, getting on red bad, waiting on this stage. Them girl them say I'm mad, they tell me that I'm rude, but I like it so, cause I put them in the mood.
So the theme was Carnival, so that's where y'all see the headbands, so obviously.
Waiting on this stage.
So as you guys can see, it's definitely giving what needs to give. This is their creative on the ship, so it was really, really cute.
1 trillion raised to the 10th power.
This Rain Casey's creator.
I like the party. Something is a hobby, got no sex and karate. Let's
Okay, so as you guys can see, it is an amazing time. We have an amazing time on a cruise. So the only thing I can tell you guys is, look, I done provided y'all the information. I done gave y'all the tools. Now it's up to y'all to go ahead and use it to y'all advantage. I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm just gonna keep promoting, advertising. The teams that come, cool. The teams that don't, that's cool too. We going on the cruise competition, you guys. So again, make sure y'all register. Again, it's July 7th through the 12th, 2025. Here are the double occupancy prices. If you guys need the triple, quad, or the 5 occupancy, you guys can definitely request that when you guys call Carnival Cruise Line. But here's the information. If you guys need any other further information, please hit me in my inbox or give me a call at the number on the flyer. Other than that, you guys will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
T stands for teaching, E stands for educating, and A stands for bringing awareness. And that's exactly what we are doing. Somebody put me in B flat because I feel like I'm about to go there.